Hey everybody, this is Chris, CQ Missional. Going to do our shout-outs for the week and a quick word about why we do what we do. And okay, here we go. Big shout-outs. Okay, Jess Booker, she's in the house all the way from PA to New Jersey, back here to Oklahoma. We're glad to have her here. Hope that she finds exactly what it is she's looking for. And Jess, we love you, and you've done a great job in so many places, and we want to see you find just what you're looking for. To be who God's made you to be. So we're glad that you're in Oklahoma right now. Big shout out to Jess. Shout out to Philyss Tickle. And let me just say, Philyss, you have the greatest name of all time. And you wrote a great book called The Great Emergence. Everyone ought to check it out. An awesome macro-historical look at why this generation is different than any other generation. And the shift that we see in religion and in the church and in culture is more like a 500-year shift than just a generational shift. Provocative, good stuff. Shout out to Philyss. We're going to do shout out to my buddy Grant Gray. Grant is talking about getting a group of 20s together to talk about life and just get people together to talk about following God and also a group of people that can help each other understand that they're not alone while they're out there in their 20s. And so Grant's working hard towards that and really excited to help him do that. You'll hear more about that coming up real soon. And Camp Loughridge. Big shout out to Camp Loughridge, a great camp and conference center on the west side of Tulsa. Going to do a whole bunch of outdoor ed programs for some of the Tulsa public schools this spring. And I think they're doing a lot of those for just next to nothing. They want to provide something to the community and help the kids in the schools get a great picture of what creation is and of how diverse and beautiful creation is around their place. So great shout out to Vince, and you guys are doing a great job. Lastly, Global Horizons. This is our mission board. They're out of Minneapolis, Minnesota. And GHI, Global Horizons Incorporated, they exist to promote racial and ethnic reconciliation through discipleship, and they do a ton of work internationally and are wanting to do more domestic projects, and we're one of those projects. With placing people in East Tulsa, the most diverse community in our urban area, ethnically, even economically, socially, it's just really diverse. You have all kinds of people from all kinds of places gathering in East Tulsa, and we're partnering with Garnett Church of Christ to make a difference in the community. Here's my question: why should white people and Hispanic people get together and do life? Why should African Americans and white suburbanites get together and try to understand life? A lot of my friends and a lot of people in the school that I just served just said, let people just be with their people. Why should people who are coming from different cultures mix, and why should we go to all that trouble and all that hassle? And here are 3 reasons why it's worth it to get together and to get to know people from another culture that is not your culture. And we have tons of them just right here in this city. Okay, 3 reasons. Number 1, very difficult to love all people, even if you say you love all people, unless you've gotten to know the stories and come to appreciate where people come from who are different than you. If you've ever been to the Civil Rights Museum in Memphis, Tennessee, that is a powerful, powerful explanation of a group of people trying to live life as image bearers and taking on the fight for civil rights here in America. And then another group of people trying to destroy the idea of people as image bearers. Guys, we've got to get together with folks who have a different context than us. And that's something that we're trying to do at CQ Missional, is help young leaders understand that. Number 2, here's another reason why you get together with different folks. You have something to give. Typically, when you just hang out with your own people in your own little neighborhood, in your own little corner of the world, your friends come to take you for granted, and you take for granted your situation, and you don't understand that when you give yourself to a new group of people, you become an awesome resource in their lives. Who you are is a big, big deal. And so why keep yourself to just a really narrow group? Spread out. Get to know new folks. Put yourself in those situations. The last reason is that not just by you giving, but you also get to receive. You come to understand that your giving in a community that maybe has a different socioeconomic or racial makeup is not a giving downward, but it's a giving across. And when you do that, you always receive. You get the gift of God expressing himself through the lives of people. You get to see his greatest creation, his people. And you get to understand their stories, and you typically learn something about yourself whenever you build those relationships. So those are 3 reasons why that has got to be part of what we do. Whenever we bring people to our Certificate in Missional Leadership program, one of our core issues is that we want people working with communities that are a little different than what they grew up with. So if you grew up suburban, we want to go urban. You know, if you're a white kid, let's get some color in your life. And maybe if you grew up in an urban setting, what would it be like for you to feel a rural community and come to understand their specific needs and offer yourself, because you've got something to give. We've got new groups forming. Also, we're doing a lot of counseling and coaching of people in their 20s trying to figure out their life direction, figure out how God has made them. This is what we do. Contact me, info@cqmissional.com. Hop on our website, whatever. Just give us a shout, because we're here to help. Thanks. We'll talk to you next week.